Zann, and assorted others, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Star Wars Empire at War, the Forces of Corruption expansion. This is a extra content that was released about a year later for Star Wars Forces of Corruption, and incorporates a new faction, among other things, among new ships for the old factions, new gameplay mechanics, and overall, a great expansion to a great game. And we're going to be getting along with the campaign of the new faction. I know, not want to play the tutorial. The War Zann, sort of the criminal underworld of the Star Wars universe. Well, one of the two. The other one being, of course, the Black Sun Pirates. And this is the new faction that was introduced in this expansion pack. And it's going to be the subject of this Let's Play, this campaign, the final campaign in Star Wars Empire War. And we're going to start by heading to the tutorial. You might be wondering, well, why are we doing the tutorial? We're supposed to be doing the campaign. Well, Tutorial 8, which is the tutorial that was introduced in this expansion pack, 1 through 7 are all the base game. Tutorial 8 actually has something to do with the plot of the Zann story. If you do not play this, you're probably going to be a little lost what's going on. So, for the sake of understanding the plot and all that, we're going to start this campaign off with Tutorial 8. And I do apologize if it gets a little scripted or anything. This is new player tutorial.
Our combined criminal contacts and resources brought both of us great wealth. But I never intended to make this alliance permanent. Recently, Jabba acquired a unique artifact.
As opposed to an ununique artifact.
It's cost him nearly half his wealth. It's too valuable a prize to let my good partner enjoy all by himself. That artifact will be in my hands soon.
The Zann Consortium uses corruption powers, among other abilities, to gain advantages over the Empire
that was
and the
introduced in Empire War Forces of Corruption. Basically, War Zann can send these special units called the Phylums to corrupt planets. And basically, corrupting planets gains access to new things like additional credits, new ships, and allows you to pass through corrupted systems without having to conquer them.
Conquering either planet. Like the original Empire at War, conquering establishes ownership and allows Tiber to build new bases. Corrupting an enemy planet leaves the enemy in control, but in return,
planet's corrupted
Tiber
with
gains
this
access
yellow
to
mist.
unique missions, tech upgrades, enemy information, increased income, and new space
one
routes.
cool thing about corruption is you can pay a fee, like a bribe, and get past corrupted systems without having to conquer them, so opens up a lot of options.
Before I can establish a black market, I need to show them what I'm capable of.
Mandalore's supreme strategist is traveling to the Hutt space station in orbit above Mandalore. If we can successfully perform an act of piracy at
and they're basically
Mandalore,
saying you have to do certain corruption missions before other corruption missions will unlock.
To perform an act of piracy, drag
So
this
you've got
defiler
to
the
do like
spread
corruption, like as it
slot
said,
on
you
the
have to
planet
do a
Defilers are special
have to do
consortium
a
units,
piracy mission in
and
order
are
to
the
unlock
only
the
ones
ability
that
to
can
put a
spread
black
corruption.
market down, which allows you to
The
do tech
Zann Consortium
upgrades.
can either corrupt or capture planets. The choice is yours.
So this basically shows you corruption options as well as your requirements. For example, in order to do a bribery, you have to do 2 kidnapping missions. And in order to do black market, you need to do kidnapping, piracy. Everything has different specs. And again, I apologize if it gets a little linear or scripted. I mean, this is a tutorial meant to teach people new mechanics. Don't really have much control over that. Again, mainly doing this just for plot significance. So, that's under Defiler. Defiler? 3 minutes in, I've already screwed up my words. Defiler, the Mandalore.
When the Defiler attempts to spread corruption at a planet, you will be presented with all of the available corruption options at that planet. Notice that there are prerequisites that need to be fulfilled to unlock additional
You also have to pay a cost, like grand, in order to do the piracy mission, and some corruption missions are actually battles, like it says. For piracy, it says space tactical combat. That means in order to do this off, we'll have to succeed in a special mission. And we also have to have our certain hero available, in this case, War Zann. So, let's move on.
Imminent.
Space battle imminent.
Men, the Zann Consortium expects your best today. If everyone does their part, we'll not fail.
Alright. Piracy is going to be expressly dangerous step around Mandalore. Defeating Mandalore's supreme strategy will show that the Mandalorians that they have no choice in the matter. Establishing piracy on Mandalore will go a long way to establishing a foothold for the Zann Consortium in the galaxy. Our Defiler has assembled a strike team of our reservists to accomplish our goals. Yeah, the forces for these missions do not come from your standing armies, so you don't have to worry about building up a special task force to do that. The game just does that automatically.
We have concealed ourselves in a small asteroid belt near our destination. One of our advantages is that the Zann Consortium ships possess the ability
one special
to hide
ability
in
that all
asteroid
Zann
fields
ships, any one of them,
indefinitely
regardless
without
of
taking
size,
any
can go in
damage.
asteroid fields
We are
without
here
taking
to
damage.
corrupt Mandalore, not conquer it. Corrupting planets will increase
Yeah, like
our
normal vanilla
notoriety
Empire,
throughout the galaxy,
Imperial Rebellion ships,
and
anything
allow us
above
to
a
further
Corvette
the
will take
interests
damage in
of
an
the
asteroid
Zann
field.
Consortium.
Not for Zann
We will
Consortium. You
need
can
to
put battleships in
hijack
asteroid
the
fields and they will not
Supreme
take any
Strategist
damage.
ship in order to spread corruption to Mandalore. This will allow us to intimidate the Mandalorians and offer them protection from further pirate activities. Our objective will be approaching shortly, en route to the Hutt asteroid base orbiting Mandalore.
I think this is the game.
Set up a perimeter
Yeah, this
of
is the
V-wings
Force
to
of Corruption. They
prepare
actually
for
put
his
up 2
arrival.
Clone Wars ships. Like,
Those
you can
V-wing
get
fighters should
the
be no
V-wings you can
match
see here. You
for
can
our
also get
fighters,
Venators
which
in
are
this
equipped with buzz
expansion. I think it's only available in
Use
skirmish
our fighters'
missions, but
buzz droid special
or maybe
ability to clear
yeah,
out the
basically in
V-wings
skirmish missions,
before
but
the
it's kind of
Supreme
cool.
Strategist arrives.
Yeah, and the Zann Consortium fighter squadrons also have access to buzz droids. How?
Buzz
No idea,
droids
but
will swarm an enemy unit.
Starlight
begin
squadrons.
tearing through its hull.
They have
Activate
access
this
to
ability
special
by
buzz droids which
selecting the
damage fighters and
highlighted
corvettes,
button
not
and
larger
targeting
ships.
an area near your desired target.
You've also got a couple of Interceptor 4 frigates. Basically, you remember those pirate interceptors that we fought all the time in the campaigns? Basically, these are smaller versions of it, but better defended and have concussion missiles and torpedoes. Then we got these Crusader-class gunboats, basically the corvettes of the Zann Consortium.
Gunship weapons are online.
Weapon systems fully
And then we got
activated.
Tiber Shuttle.
We're on station.
Mission
We're
objective.
advancing on your position.
And there are the V-Wings. I really wish you could build these. You can actually use these as some fact, like a second swarming special corruption bonus. Maybe there is, and I haven't found it. No, I doubt it. Considering that most corruption bonuses, you just get access to Epiloon or Imperial ships. It'd be cool, though. Place some buzz droids down. I think they can be targeted by enemy ships, and they, out of the way, they disappear after some time, so. Mandalorian starbase over there. Let's not head in that direction.
We're
All
setting
those
course
pirate
for those
fighters, not
coordinates.
pirate fighters, with the pirate
Enemies
fighters.
incoming.
The Mandalorian fighters might not lead us in that direction.
Enemy
Goodbye to you.
target sighted.
And once again, we're going to dive on one of these guys, so they do not stand much of a chance.
Deploy buzz droids.
Yep, and I believe they move on their own as well, so you don't have to control them or anything. Yeah, Star Vipers are supposedly one of the best fighters in the game, but they're also the most expensive. Granted, I never use fighters too much to begin with, except unless it's like a capital, unless it's a garrison unit or free from a capital ship. So, I think someone would notice all these fighters having a dogfight. Nope. Completely oblivious. And goodbye.
Now we will ambush the Supreme Strategist when he arrives, and show the galaxy that the Zann Consortium is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Craft, gunboats. Hey, there's a Venator!
There
Hello,
he is.
Venator.
Hijack his ship by destroying his engines and bringing the boarding shuttle near his ship.
I wish we could build those in game.
Crusaders, it's an ambush. All hands to battle stations. We'll teach those pirate scum to stay clear of Mandalore.
Yeah, Corvettes. Sending fighters against Corvettes, not a good idea, but I wanted to deploy the buzz droids, basically. And now run away!
Gunship weapons are online.
Those buzz droids are damaging the Venator? Huh.
Enemy in sight. Attacking fighters now.
Oh, I'll take advantage of it.
Frigate
Crusader
responding on
weapons are
station.
charged and ready. Engaging the enemy
I'm not going to send the fighters in because that would be
They
a horrible
won't be ready
decision.
for me. Ready for
Right,
action.
that order.
Ready for action.
There goes
Commander.
engines.
Responding.
Now
Please repeat the
yeah, let's send it in
communication.
as cannon fodder, or
Lasers
at least
locked and ready.
gunship fire.
Frigate
Fodder.
standing by
You get the
for
point.
orders.
They're free units, so might as well.
Ready for action.
Orders copied and understood.
Do some damage all the same.
Combat systems activated and
Standing by.
targeted. Ready. We're receiving you. Moving to attack position.
They should really deal with that one. Gotta figure out how to take screenshots with this, because I need to get thumbnails. Probably can figure out a way to do it in an editor or something. And then, hey, this will probably be the thumbnail.
My web
Right,
of
boarding shuttle?
corruption cannot fail. What is your order?
You know, never mind the fact that he still got all of his guns. Yeah, never mind that. But his engines are down, so that means he must be very easy to board.
Well done. We've now established a base for piracy on Mandalore. This corruption sets up the Zann Consortium for our black market efforts on Nal Hutta.
World corrupted. Well done.
Yep, corruption complete. Really wish we could keep this. I love the Clone Wars ships.
I've successfully hijacked the Supreme Strategist's ship. While he rots in our custody, news of our victory will spread fear.
Yeah, you can
through
also
every system in
see
the
what's on the
galaxy.
planet when it's corrupted as well.
Perhaps other worlds will now think twice about defying the Zann Consortium.
The yellow fog surrounding the planets indicates that they are under the corruption influence of the Zann Consortium. Once a world has been corrupted, you will be unable to change the corruption type of that planet. If the corruption is removed by enemy heroes, or the planet is countered,
enemy heroes
you
can remove corruption,
with
but
whatever
it's very
corruption
expensive to do
choices
so.
are available.
And I think it's
Click the
more
base
expensive for
layout
them
button
to
on the planetary detail screen,
for them to
or
remove
scroll your
construction,
mouse wheel
corruption
to
that is
zoom
for you
in
to set it up.
2
So
times to see
it's
the
annoying.
positions of enemy structures and forces.
Yeah, and this is also a really cool
Scroll
mechanic that was
your
introduced
mouse
in
wheel
Forces of
again to
Corruption.
zoom out.
You can actually
Or
take a look
click
at your
on the
ground defenses,
magnifying
move your
glass
buildings and
icon
units
in the
around, so you
lower
can set up your
left-hand corner.
bases and defenses
Corrupting
however you
planets
please,
has many
which is
benefits.
very nice.
Not only
And
can
you can
we
also see
spy
bunkers on the
forces
map,
on a planet,
build pads, landing
but we are
zones, all
able
that.
to study the
Very nice
configuration of the
mechanic.
land invasion map.
Tiber summons a defiler to deal with the black market on Nal Hutta.
My plans grow apace. As soon as the agents on Nal Hutta are contacted, I can tap into their black market community. It's a source of valuable stolen technology.
Yeah, the
Now
black
that I
market
know
is pretty
about
much
the
how
black
the Zann
market on
Consortium
Nal
gains
Hutta,
new
I
tech.
can send a
That's
defiler
how
to
they
establish
research up.
communications with it.
Drag a defiler to the spread corruption slot at the planet Nal Hutta. Once there,
Costs
use
some money to
defiler
gain
to
some
tap
tech, but they
into
can
the
gain
black
some
market
pretty nice
on Nal
abilities
Hutta.
all the same.
There will be chances to contact and gain technology from scientifically rich worlds all over the galaxy. Once you have set up your connections with the black market, the world will be corrupted.
Yeah, not
and
all
will
corruption
serve your
requires
cause.
combat, only a few of them. I think there's only like 3 that require combat: piracy, kidnapping, and intimidation, I think, are the 3 that require tactical combat.
Easily done.
The rest just happen automatically. Oh, Star Destroyers.
Be advised that only Zann Consortium heroes are capable of purchasing technology from the black market.
Why an Empire planet? Would it not be better to set up our black market on a
Oh yeah, there's also
world?
different tech for Rebellion and Imperial
Because of
worlds as
their
well.
resistance efforts, they
So you could
sometimes
set up
have
black
access
markets on a
to
Rebellion
more
world and an
exotic
Imperial world to get the
technology
full range
that
of
we
tech.
could greatly benefit from.
My motives are my own, but I will tell you this. I was rapidly working my way up through the Imperial Academy, but some took exception to my creative solutions for advancement and had me expelled. I vowed to make them pay for this indignity. The Rebellion and their worlds may be useful later, but the Empire will start their repayment to me now. Let's get to work. Send my Lieutenant Uri Fenn to Nal Hutta to purchase disruptor technology from the black market there.
Alright.
Very well.
Technology purchased from the black market will
Yeah,
vary
and the
depending
technology
on many
you get is
factors.
limited by
The
the
cost of stealing
well, not
certain
limited.
technologies will change depending
Yeah,
on
as
the
you can
current
see,
tech level of the enemy
tech
you're
level
stealing
of the
from.
enemy determines technology.
The items
The
you
CC
gain from
disruptors
black
is
markets
fairly
across the
cheap
galaxy
because we're
will
already at
improve
the
with the
Imperials are
number of
already
black
at the
markets
tech
you set
level,
up.
but the other ones are pretty pricey because even the Empire doesn't know about it. Basically, it's to encourage you to wait until they tech up as well. Although, if you're playing the Empire, you can always play low tech so the Zann can get better technology, but that's a strategy, I suppose. Anyway, let's get
Decoded
stuff.
a message from an Imperial outpost on Felucia that grants surface clearance for Jabba the Hutt.
This is it. Jabba is going to Felucia to sell the artifact to the Empire. We can pose as Hutt cartel forces and sneak onto the planet's surface. Since they're not expecting us, we'll be able to steal the artifact without much trouble. Felucia is our goal, but we do not want to draw the Empire's attention. We will bribe our way past Nal Hutta and crash Jabba's meeting on Felucia.
Right.
Combine all of our forces at Ryloth and then move them to Felucia.
To see the cost of bribing your way to a planet, drag your force to your final destination without releasing the
mouse
button.
And I believe bribe cost depends heavily on the type of
be
units you're
listed
bringing
next
and
to
how
your fleet.
many. Like, I don't think Typer Zann and Uri Fen, I'm not 100% sure if having stealth units affects the price of it, but I don't know. And let's bring our forces. Not that many, some infantry, transport. This is one of the cool newer types of units that gets introduced here. Transports to carry infantry over large distances. This is very nice. And see, 59 credits to rivalry past.
I see.
That's an advantage of corruption. You can corrupt all the planets in between
shuttle,
yourself.
State your purpose for entering Imperial space.
We represent the Hutt cartel. We are under orders to deliver an artifact that Jabba is trading with senior Imperial officers.
All the Hutt cartel ships have already arrived and are accounted for.
We're arriving separate from the main Hutt fleet to ensure safety for the artifact.
You are granted clearance to land at the Hutt landing site. If there is any deviation from that course, we will fire upon your vessel.
This worked out better than I thought. They've given us the exact location of Jabba and the
not
real
about-
artifact. Hurry! We've no time to waste.
I lost my train of thought. Something regarding... Oh yeah, bribery. Basically, you can corrupt a bunch of planets in between you and a planet you really want, bribe your way past, and strike with them where they don't expect. Anyway, plot. Located in the Outer Rim, Felucia was once a major holding of the Commerce Guild, a challenging world to colonize. Felucia was a world teeming with fungal life forms and immense primitive planets. Much of the planet has a fetid human landscape illuminated by force of bizarre wilderness. Many of them... Oh, this isn't the plot of the mission, this is just summary of the planet. Derp. I don't care about the summary of the planet, I want to know the objective of the mission.
We've located a small clearing near the Hutt cartel's landing party. The landing area
damn
should have
these
enough
textures.
cover to hide our forces.
Excellent. Ensure that we are not detected by the Hutt forces on the ground.
I mean, not exactly doing a good job, all they really have to do is look up. See the giant transport. Huh, that's not one of us.
Alpha Squad, scout the area and make certain our path is clear.
Right. I don't think the path's clear.
Looks like our ship will be a little lighter for the return trip. Apparently, some of the local foliage isn't safe for infantry. Bring out the transport.
Yeah, you don't say.
We need to protect our landing site from anyone who might stumble across it. Get out the MDUs and...
Sorry, for a second, I'm just gonna check my graphics settings. Oh, let's move to the detail settings. Yeah, CPU for it, right? There we go. Now it looks a little better.
deploy them.
Deploy a mobile
Now the
defense
textures
unit, or
look better.
MDU, by clicking on
Thought
its
they looked a little
deploy
worse.
button. Then left-click on the
Oh,
unit
this is
to
another cool
access
unit.
its build
Mobile
menu.
defense units are basically
From
mobile
there,
build
you can
packs.
choose what to build on top of the
So you can set
MDU.
defenses everywhere.
The MDU cannot move
they don't
again
get the same
until
range as a normal
object
build
on top
pad. They
is
normally get
sold or destroyed,
they get at least
and
one
the unit
defensive
is
structure and a
undeployed.
couple of other utility structures. They vary depending on the faction, though.
I can garrison my troops inside the transport
Yeah,
and protect
basically
them
building a
from those
defense turret,
poisonous
basically
plants.
mobile gun turrets.
Select your
Although they
troops and
can't move
right-click
while
on the transport
while they are
to
deployed, of
garrison the
course.
selected units within it.
What?
Yeah, so basically,
Prepare yourself,
transports,
await your
we can put our infantry
instructions.
in there, not only move them around the battlefield at a faster pace, but protects them from certain hazards.
Troop transport ready.
Also, this transport can gain the ability to cloak later.
Here we
That's
go.
nice. Good job on the others.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
No guns in this transport, though, so have to be careful.
Just avoid the heavy fire, will you? On my way.
Hello, Slugman.
Smooth sailing. I can do that. Right
Just
away.
playing epic music for us just driving a transport.
It's your money. Heading
Blast it. The path ahead is traversable only with infantry.
Yep, and up here.
Everyone out!
And there's all
need to go the
there are
rest of the
training
way
types
on
of both.
foot.
Some can only be traversed. Some can only be traversed by infantry. Some
transport or
only by
garrison
vehicles.
structure, select the transport or garrison and right-click it to eject all troops. While the transport or garrison is selected, you can also click on the unit's icon from the selection menu to eject that unit from the garrison. Be sure to make use of the special abilities of your units.
Is this...
Using those abilities
Do
could
bunkers
mean
get
the difference between
introduced in this
victory
game? Were
and
they in
defeat.
Empire War
Note
1?
that Uri Fen has the innate ability to self-heal.
Yeah, I think bunkers might have been introduced in this game.
What do you need?
Basically, they're structured for infantry, you know?
Very well.
Enemy infantry.
So
Oh, and we also get auto-cast abilities. You see these abilities that are kind of have this yellow on them? You can right-click. Basically, it turns certain abilities on auto-cast, so they will automatically activate if you put the conditions.
Who stands in my way?
Meanwhile, Uri Fen is just slicing and dicing.
What can I do for you?
My patience wears thin. Unleash upon them!
Supporting allied units.
Yeah, these are disruptors. Basically, they turn infantry into us.
Make sure you're covered.
They,
Perhaps I can...
yeah, the Hyber has the Viber ability, so you can turn units to his side. But yeah, disruptors turn people into skeletons. Not useful against vehicles, though.
Kill all enemies! This better be worth my time. This way.
Xanos was a pretty powerful shotgun pistol.
Let's go.
Yeah, unfortunately the train is slowing us down pretty severely.
We've located the enemy!
Cutscene time. Dangerous plants. Avoid.
We're no match for those anti-infantry turrets. Uri, we'll have to use our cloaking field to sneak the rest of the way to the hut landing site. We need to make sure we get there before our cloaking fields run out.
You men, back me up.
Cloaking technology. Aren't the turrets supposed to be facing that way? Thought you were defending... Okay. Sure, whatever floats your boat, Empire.
All of you, come with me.
I am here at your
Does anyone
request.
doubt my ability?
Get those troops back to cover. Uri and I must go alone from here on.
Credits. Where next? I see.
Activating stealth field.
To that location, if that is
Cloaking
necessary.
technology.
I confirm your transmission.
Right past the Empire.
Moving.
Don't step on me, Walker. Thank
Destination
you.
received. Be there shortly.
An IPV. What are those guys doing all the way back there? Guessing that's the artifact.
This place creeps me out. I wish... Look out!
Hello!
It's right then!
No, the Imperials are not caring, it seems.
The artifact is ours. What is the next step?
There's a
Uri,
ship there.
You are the only one I would trust with this artifact. Take it and guard it with your life. I will meet with you on the rendezvous point, where we can celebrate our victory.
Tiber Zann, you're under arrest for crimes against the Empire. Drop your weapons.
Cloaking field.
If you do not come peacefully, we are authorized to use force.
Cloaking field. Cloaking field.
More like crimes against Jabba the Hutt. Oh, I'll go peacefully. But you won't hold me for long. On that, you have the word of Tiber Zann.
Seriously, cloaking field. You have a cloaking field. You know that, right? Alright. And since Tiber Zann was an idiot, we've captured a planet. Okay. A chain of events. So yeah, since Tiber Zann was a complete idiot and forgot he had cloaking, he's now been captured by the Empire. And that's the tutorial, and that is what we need to know for the main story. So, next episode, we'll actually start the campaign proper, see what's happened to War Zann since his capture, as well as maybe find out what that artifact's all about. But, until next time, remember this, later, keep on controller and have a good time. Peace out, peoples.